Predator Pursuit is presented by NightHuntingDepot.com, your one-stop shop for all your night hunting needs.
Hey guys, I'm Jeff Thomason and welcome to this week's episode of Predator Pursuit. This week, it's part 3 here on the Eastern Shore in Maryland. I got Mike Burgess and Jeremy Brown hunting with me. And last week, we left you on a little bit of a cliffhanger, so we're gonna pick up exactly where we left off and get back after these red fox. Sucker came, he couldn't make up his mind, but he came, once he finished, he came straight down that road, and then he cut, and I was like, yeah, these Jeremy's, I couldn't over there.
I kept picking a tripod up, moving around with it.
He didn't have a clue we were here, so that was perfect. As soon as you hit Baby Cottontail or whatever it was, boom, there he come. There we go.
All right.
Oh yeah.
Look at that.
Another female?
Yeah, a little short tail.
Yeah. Well, we've killed more females this trip. Usually it's like we kill all males, you know it?
It's strange, man.
I don't know what's going on there, but...
First frozen tail of the year.
Froze the end of it off?
Yeah, the tips are just frozen.
Yeah. Tonight, it's getting to a point where you could freeze one off. It's getting downright cold.
Yeah.
But like I said, when we got here, man, as soon as we walked in and set up, you're like, there's something small over there. That's probably a fox.
I could see top ahead, and I was like, oh, that's probably a fox down there.
As soon as I told, we got everybody ready. As soon as Mike hit it,
I mean,
here he comes.
Yep,
I was like, all right.
Yeah.
Stayed just to where I don't know how Dustin's light footage was, but the thermal stuff, I mean,
it was cool.
Yeah,
I've never got to play with the trail too. I've got a trail on my gun now, but I switched to Mike's gun because I just wanted to see it.
Yeah.
Looking at that, there's a difference there. I mean, it's a different scope, and some of the color palettes are cooler. And
that's me. I've got the Thermion. I'm running different color palettes on it just to
Yeah.
show everybody what it looks like, and it's awesome, man. Everything's working out good. So good shot, man.
Perfect, man.
Good job. Let's go get some more.
So we get a new farm, never called it. So we get out of the truck, and we are scanning around with the Helion, and we see this fox way out in the field. Wind's in our favor. We get set up, we get that call started, and immediately this fox comes leaping in. As soon as Jeremy turned on that call, baby cottontail, that thing came leaping, bouncing through the whole way in. He's probably about 80 yards or so. He stopped and Dustin said to go ahead and kill him. It was one of the neatest responses that I've ever seen. It was sprinting and leaping, just coming in on a string right to us.
No wonder he didn't want to come across, huh? Yeah. Well, that is a first for me to have one laying on his back like that. Oh, check this out.
Look at the ice on his feet, her feet.
No kidding. Feet,
Tail.
whiskers. Look at that. Solid ice.
No kidding.
I mean, I knew it was cold, but dang. It hadn't been that cold that long, you know?
I've never seen it. Look, it's on her, all across, down across her belly.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of frost on the grass, you know, but geez, I've never seen them
No.
freeze up like that, but that was cool. But no, Jeremy, man, new farm paid off for us.
Yeah.
That worked out. We were walking in, and that's one of the big advantages of having this thermal. Before we walked out in this open and got set up, man, I just scanned and saw it.
Yep.
A couple hundred yards out there, so we kind of changed our game plan and went and set up in a spot we weren't really planning on setting up,
Absolutely.
and got in the shade of one of these big silos. It was working good, but I couldn't figure out why he wanted to go this way, and then when we got over here,
Yeah.
those ditches.
I think the biggest benefit to that is seeing when you're seeing them in the field, like you were saying.
Mhm.
Then you can really get to where you can benefit yourself by playing the wind.
Yeah, we were
and-
able to get around, get upwind,
yep.
you know, no way you could have got, you know, downwind on us or anything.
Yeah.
So that worked out good, and then,
I mean, this trail too, this, you know, the first couple days I've had it, and what a night and day difference. The first trail was phenomenal, but what they've done with this trail too, with clarity, all that stuff, the quick startup, it's been pretty phenomenal.
the LRF too is pretty sweet.
Yes.
But I mean, I haven't even got a chance to run it yet. You've got most of the first kills with that, so I'm gonna steal it from you before
Well,
too long.
Go right ahead. So far, the night's really coming together. We're all excited and looking forward to making the best of this night.
Well, guys, this next setup, I actually kind of broke one of my cardinal rules. I don't like to go and call a place more than once, but this setup, we actually called it in the daytime, and we didn't have any luck there, but everything looked right. It was set up perfect for us, and for some reason, it just stuck in my brain. This is a place we needed to call, so we're gonna go back and give it a shot. What do you think about that one?
Man, we almost didn't do that. We almost did not do that stand.
We came here yesterday afternoon in the daytime and called it and nothing showed up. And we were just like, man, I felt like
Looks too good.
it's too good. We should have called one up here.
Yeah.
And like, man, let's just go. We're almost in the same spot as where we set up in the daytime. And we're like, man, let's not walk all the way out there. Let's just set up right here. Lucked out again.
The mud was right there, and I was like, I'm not walking through that right now. I'm tired.
We stopped at the mud, got everything set up, and he came walking through those watermelon roads.
Before we even got the call started, and we saw him, and we were like, oh.
So lucky.
We hit it, and he was boom.
We finally got us a little stroke of good luck on
He
that
didn't even
one.
try to work the wind. The wind's blowing right here, and he just kind of worked straight to the call.
He acted kind of silly again. Started doing,
Turn his
sniffing
head,
around,
yeah.
and then switch sounds. Whoop. Oh
Boom,
yeah,
that
I
was
forgot. Here he comes.
That's the biggest thing we've taken from you coming the first year was just as soon as they start to think,
Yep.
stop them from thinking something and change the sound, and it
You
works,
gotta
man.
keep them moving.
Every
If
time.
they stop,
Yeah.
something's wrong.
Yeah.
Keep them moving.
I kept thinking every time he'd stop and turn his head, I'm like, you gonna shoot this
Yeah.
thing or what, bud?
That's Dustin. I was like, you ready? He said, yeah. I was like, all right.
Yeah. That's awesome, man.
I wonder I couldn't see him. He was down here in between
Just over
these.
top.
Yeah, he's in between these watermelon rows. I think that's the first time I've ever shot a fox in a watermelon patch like this. Here, let me hold that for you.
Yeah, you'd be surprised at how many of these, how many watermelons these foxes will eat.
Well, and that's how we kind of are there in Texas with the coyotes. They get in those watermelon fields and they just eat the center out of the watermelon.
Yeah, they'll tear them up.
I mean, right now there's not any out here, but I center punched that one with that. That's that 224 Valkyrie. That's a big male. Yeah, pretty color on him. But that's 75 grain Boattail hollow point with that Valkyrie. I think I hit him right in the chest.
It's amazing that you get, a lot of guys are a little finicky on the 223 sometimes because they're like, wow, sometimes you get a runner with coyotes if you don't hit it just perfect. This seems to be one of those guns where it's great for everything because it's not tearing a fox up, which is hard to do.
And that's what I was saying when we got here. It's a pretty new gun. I've shot quite a few hogs with it, and honestly, we shoot them all pretty much in the head, so it kills them instantly. So I didn't have a real good opinion, but so far it's done great on these. It's,
Seems like a good coyote round, but it's not too much for a fox. So
I'm gonna give it a workout on the coyotes here in about 2 weeks.
yeah, I believe that.
So I'll have a real good opinion on it then. Well, guys, I'm glad I followed my instincts on this one. I usually don't break that rule of going back and calling a stand twice in the same day, but this setup was perfect for us. I'm glad we went back. It worked out perfect. And the good news is the night's not over yet.
This next farm, we've called it once or twice, had pretty decent luck there. So we're walking out, there was a mound in the middle of the field and there was a hot spot there. And I said to Jeremy, I said, I think that might be a fox laying down. So we get set up, turn the call on. Got a little bit skittish and started to go away. We shut the call off for a little bit, turned it back on.
Good shot.
Thanks.
That was wild.
Whew. That one had my adrenaline going, buddy.
I don't know what they were doing, man. This one, I mean, obviously, he saw us come in. There wasn't nothing we could do about it. But we messed with him for 5 minutes or better, and the second one showed up.
Yeah.
And just kept switching sounds. And I got to giggling, because when you turn it, well, his turn,
head, man.
he was just, I knew he wanted to come in real bad, and he just finally committed. This one just sat out here the whole time. And could never get him, and finally he broke.
Oh, man.
But that was a good shot. I don't know how
Thank
far
you.
he was. I didn't even look with my bare eye, but
I'm not
150
sure.
feet.
Double.
Yeah.
No joke.
Yeah.
Yeah,
First
usually we
double.
come out here and it's like double, triple, and it's just been like
Slow.
maybe one. But yeah, finally got a double. Good job, man. Good shoot.
Thank you.
Let's go pick them dudes up. That was cool. Yeah, that's a big one. That's a big male, isn't it?
Yeah, he is.
Yeah. Woo. That's the biggest one we've shot so
Yes.
far.
He's a good one.
I can't believe he hung around as long as he did, being that big and old. That's the second one of the double. Let's
Yeah.
grab him and go
Yep.
check out that first one.
Sounds good.
That's a good shot, man. He's far.
Thank you.
Oh, there we go. Look at that. Now that's what I'm used to Maryland looking like right there, buddy.
There ain't been too many of those this
Not
time.
this trip. It's been a little tougher, but golly, back on the previous hunts, we were doubling like it was
Triples,
going out of
yeah.
style, man. I don't know if it's a little early or what, but that was a big male. Is that a
Yeah.
female? Is that the pair?
That's a female.
Yeah, so they're paired up. I mean, about time, like I said. I mean, I don't know, we made 100 stands nearly, and I bet we haven't had 5 that were blanks,
No.
you know?
That we didn't see any,
Yeah, that we
anything.
didn't see a fox.
Yeah.
Now, on almost all the other ones, we were at least seeing them. They were just acting different, man. I don't know what it was. But
Yeah.
tonight we finally caught the good weather. It's our last night here, and it's 20-something degrees and
It's cold.
very little wind whatsoever, but
Yeah.
that helped us out.
This one was pretty neat up
Yeah.
on that up on that hill.
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
He got up there to just get a little better vantage
Yep.
point. That was a mistake.
Yep. Sure
But,
was.
No, that was good shooting, man.
Thanks.
That's a good way to end the trip here in Maryland. I think
Yeah.
we'll close it out with a double. That
Hey.
was good shooting, bud.
Thank you.
Appreciate it, man.
Yeah.
Had a
no
good
problem.
time.
Yeah, we did too. So it's been a tough couple of days. The weather was against us, but we had such a good time with Jeff coming up here.
We always have a blast putting fur on the truck, learning more about predator hunting together.
Well, guys, I hope you've enjoyed watching these last few shows up here on the Eastern Shore. You know, we had our ups and downs. We had to fight some really tough weather conditions, but all in all, we were able to put together some really solid shows, daytime, nighttime. You know, it all came together for us in the end. You know, I got to thank Mike and Jeremy for having me up here again. These guys have proven time and time again that they are the #1 fox hunters in the country, and I can't thank them enough for having me up here. It was another great trip in Maryland. Thanks for watching. We'll see you again next week.